Hello everybody, hope you are doing well. In today's video we are going first to finish our home screen. We got a little bug to fix and we got to finish, as you see, the corner radius and the padding, and then we are going to be implementing the saved screen. So hope you find this exciting and let's start coding. Okay, so first thing, let's go to our staggered grid, and I want to first start by fixing a big mistake I did in the last video, which is here. As you can see in my grid array, I start with an array repeating an empty array with a count of 2. And this is wrong because we are giving it a variable called columns. And I cannot make it 2, it needs to be columns. Because if I pass, for example, like in the saved screen where I got 3 columns, I need here to be 3, not 2. So that's why I need to use my columns. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to fix. Okay, the second thing I want to fix is the corner radius. As you can see, we got a corner radius. I didn't implement it in the last video, so instead of .clip it, I will change it to clip shape of rounded rectangle with a corner radius of 15. Okay, this is perfect. And lastly, I want to go to where I call it in home view, and here I will apply dot padding. And hopefully this is all we need to do to have a result similar to the one we got here. Okay, so let's wait for it and hopefully it will. Okay, perfect. As you can see, it's now like the one in the final app. Now the second thing I want to do is to start implementing my saved screen. So we don't need this anymore. We need to go to our saved folder, which is this one. And here we are going to create 2 new folders. Okay, the first one we are going to call it view model. And the second one, it will be called view. Okay, we don't need these files anymore. And in view model, we will create a new file. It will be a new file from template. It will be a Swift file. And we will call it saved view model. Okay, perfect. Here we will import observation. And now add observable, and it will be class saved view model. Okay, perfect. And inside my class, because we got these 2 pins and boards, we want a tab selection. So we will create our own enumeration here. An enumeration that contains both pins and boards. So it will be enum saved tab selection. And like I said, we will have 2 cases. Case 1, it will be case pin, and case 2, it will be case board. And here we will use it, so we will have a var tab selection. It will be of type save type selection, and it will be by default equal to .p. Okay, perfect. So far now we need to go to our view and create a new file. From template, it will be SwiftUI view, and we are going to call it saved view. Okay, perfect. And as most of you will already have guessed, first of all we need to call our view model. So it will be add state private var view model, and it will be equals to saved view model. Okay, perfect so far. Okay, and as you can see, this is a V stack, and inside this V stack we got this as an A stack. So first of all we got a V stack, and inside that V stack we got an A stack. Okay, and in that A stack we will give it a spacing of 30. Okay, so first of all we got this circle, then these two buttons. So first of all we got a circle, it will be dot fill, and we will give it the color of system gray 5, so color dot system gray 5, and we will give it a frame with width and height of 30. Okay, perfect so far. And as you can see here, it's written O. And what does it mean? It's the first letter in the username. So I need now to go to my view model. I need a variable of the username. So var, it will be username, and it's of type string. And I will give it for now a dummy data, so I will give it a value for now of Saul Goodman. Okay. And so above my circle, I want to display the first letter of the username. So here it will be dot overlay. And I need to get the first letter. So if let first, it will be equal to view model dot username dot first. And here I will display text first dot uppercase, and hopefully okay, and I did a little mistake, so okay, perfect. As you can see, it's displaying the first letter, which is perfect. After my A stack, I want a spacer, so it goes to the top, and I'm going to give it an horizontal padding. Okay, perfect. After that, as you probably can see, we got a button, and this button contains a V stack where you got a text, then this rectangle. So we will have a button with action and label. And for the action, it's clear, it will be view model dot tab selection, and it will be equal to dot pin. And for the label, we got a V stack. We will give it a spacing of 4. And here, as you can see, we got a text, then a rectangle. So text pins. It will be have a font of dot subheadline, a font weight of semi-bold, and a foreground style of color dot dark gray. Okay, perfect. And after that, we got a rectangle with a frame with width and height of 60 and 4. Okay, perfect so far. And I want the color to be dark gray when pin is selected, and clear when board is selected. So here I will add dot foreground style of, and we will make a test. If view model dot tab selection is equal dot pins, in that case it will be color dot dark gray, else it will be dot clear. Okay, and hopefully everything will be working perfectly. I think I didn't write Okay, dot tab selection dot, I'm not sure, so, okay, it's dot p. Okay, and perfect now. And we will copy and paste this. And the reason why I'm going just to copy and paste is because many of you already know that when we implemented the saved, we implemented a reusable component. But we are not going to use it for now because the way we implemented it, it's not reusable in this case. But in later videos, I will show you how to make it reusable, and we will get rid of all this current code. But because it involves using more advanced concepts like generics and protocols, I prefer to leave it for later. So we start with the easy stuff first. Okay, so here I will have boards. It will be, and instead of equal.pin, it will be equal to .board. Okay, perfect. Okay, and I need a view model.tab selection equal .board. Okay, it works perfectly. I just need a spacer after my circle, and then another spacer to push it to the center. And as you can see, it won't push it to the center, so I will probably either use make it a Z stack like I did in previous video, or just add the circle and I don't need the overlay here, and it will have an opacity of 0 just so it is in the center, my pins and my boards. Okay, because it's not really the most important part of today's video. After the A stack, I will have, as you can see, a search bar. So we already implemented a reusable component called search bar, so we will call it, so it's called search bar view. Okay, for the title it will be search your pins, so search your pins. For the search term, we need in my view model to add a variable called search term. It will be of type string and by default an empty string. And here we will call $view model dot search term. Okay, and hopefully everything will be working perfectly. Okay, perfect. And as many of you already have probably guessed, as you can see, the image, it's on the right, it should be in the left, so we need to make a few changes to our reusable component. So we need to go to our search bar view, and here, as you can see, the alignment currently is .trailing, and we don't want that to be the case, so we will add var alignment. It will be of type .alignment, and it will be equals .trailing by default, and here I will give it alignment. Okay, so if I go now to my saved view and here pass an alignment of .leading, the image icon should be now on the left, not on the right. So hopefully, okay, as you can see, the image now is on the left, which is perfect. But as you can see, it's not good to look. Our text should go a little bit to the right. So we will go back to our search bar view, and here we will add a padding when it's leading. So Here it will be dot padding, and it will be dot leading of. And we are going to do a little test. If alignment is equal dot leading, in that case we got to go 30, else it will stay the same, so it will be 0. So if I now go to my saved view, hopefully everything will be working perfectly and the text will be clearly visible, as you can see, which is perfect. Okay, just the result I want. The last thing I need to do to the search bar, as you can see, it's not this image I want to display magnifying glass, so there are many ways to handle it, but maybe the easiest one is to add the condition. So if alignment is equal dot trailing, in that case I have this, else we will replace all this with image of magnifying glass. It's from our SF symbol. So if I go now to my saved view, hopefully everything will be working the way we want it. Okay, perfect. Okay, but one last thing, as you can see, we got this button, so I don't want the search bar to take all the screen. I want the width minus 50 or 60. So to do so, I will embed my VStack inside a geometry reader. So I will embed inside a VStack and I will name it a geometry reader that will return proxy in, or proxy, I think. Okay, I think proxy in, that's what we write. Okay, perfect. And here I will give it a frame with width of proxy dot size dot width, and let's give it minus 50, so it will leave 50 from the whole width, which is perfect. I will place it inside an A stack because, as you can see, this is an A stack and we got two images, so apologize. So here it will be an A stack. Okay, perfect. And here we got image with system name of plus, and hopefully now everything will be working the way we expected. And for some reason it's a little bit slow, but that's all we need. Okay, let's wait for it. Okay, perfect. The last thing is when I click on pins, I want to display the pin view. When I click on boards, I want to display the board view. So the last thing, it will be switch view model dot tab selection. Okay, and in the case of dot pin, for now I will display I can, instead of displaying staggered, I will call a staggered grid, and I will give it an array of item. I will give it columns of 3. Okay, it's a good way to test what we implemented before. So we got 3 columns, and for items I will use the same dummy data I'm using in my home. So I will go to my home view model. Okay, I will copy var items. I will copy it inside and paste it inside my saved view model, at least for now, because we don't have any backend yet. So, and here it will be view model dot items, and for board it will be text board for now. Okay, hopefully everything will be working perfectly. Okay, good. Maybe for the staggered grid I will add a little bit of padding for now until I implement the view. Okay, perfect, perfect so far, I think. If I click on boards, I display boards. Okay, perfect. One last thing is to go to our main tab view, and here instead of text saved, call my saved view, and hopefully everything will be working perfectly. So if I click on saved, it is displaying the pins. If I go on board, display the board. Okay, perfect for now. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.